My name is Nevo, and I was diagnosed on the 26th of June 2012. I would normally check my breasts from time to time, but prior to discovering the lump, I hadn't checked, I don't know, perhaps, a few months. And I was talking to my husband, and he was in front of the computer, and I was asking him to email a file to me at work. And at that point, I was leaning over him, and when I went to stand up, the back of my thumb brushed with my breast, and I felt this lump. And I thought to myself, what on earth is that? I gasped, actually, and my husband asked, what was the matter? And I said, no, nothing. So I skipped across to the bedroom, stood upright, tried to locate the lump, couldn't find it. So I leaned again, and there it was. I got to work on Monday. It was busy. It was a busy day, so I forgot. And on Tuesday, mid-morning, I sort of remembered. So I phoned my GP surgery and asked if I could, see a doctor. I was told that they were busy. So I mentioned to them that I had, discovered a lump in my breast, and they asked me to come in and wait. So I got in, saw the doctor. He investigated it and sort of, felt it, and wasn't quite happy with it, and thought he was going to said he was going to refer me to the hospital. So within a few days, I got a call from Whittington Hospital, and I went in, met the consultant, who looked at it, and again made a face, same face that my GP made. Not quite sure. I don't like the look of it. So she took samples, and the following week was when I learned, that the tumor was cancerous, and I needed to have an operation. Although I suspected that was the case, hearing it is a different feeling altogether. I felt so sort of distant, away from myself. I was sitting there, was a shell of me sitting there, and the consultant was talking, the nurse was talking, all I could hear were voices. It was strange, because I didn't, firstly I'll start with my husband, I didn't notify him until the day before the results. Purely because I wanted to sort of know what was happening before, and I didn't want him to start panicking. The one thing I don't like is people panicking around me. I didn't like that, so I didn't, tell him because of that. So the night before I went for the operation, for the results of the biopsy, I told him that, this is what had happened, and I've gone. So he couldn't take time off work because it was such short notice. I told him in bed, so he was a bit upset that I hadn't, told him. But I explained my reasons to him anyway. And so I said, I'll go for the results. If it's anything bad, I'll let you know, and then you can come and stuff. So, which it turned out was the case, and I, called him. But by the time he got to the hospital to meet me, I had done all the pre-operation check-in and all that. So I was sitting outside the reception waiting for him. So he came and he saw me just sitting down there, and I think he was reading a paper. So because he wasn't sure what to expect or how he would find me, and he found me sort of calm. So, which I suppose he found a bit spooky. But then, so moving on to my friends, I didn't tell. I think I had the operation. It was on the day I got home from the hospital that I began to tell people. I didn't tell anyone before then. So I, told some friends, and of course some of them were, "Oh my God, what? No, calm down." No need for all that. This is the situation. This is what has happened. I have had the operation. No panic. Calm down. I just want to, get myself better and well. And, so there was a few people, panicked, and I calmed them down. Some people disappeared. Some, stuck around. Some people, it's quite difficult, because going to the group sessions afterwards, if I found, people had, same experiences, some, family members or friends, disappearing. And it's that thing of the pressure. Again, there's that part of it. So there's the one where people panic and then they quickly get over it, taking the lead from me, for instance. That I'm not, you know, gnashing my teeth, shaking my fist, and it's not because I didn't feel bad. You know, I felt bad that it happened to me. I mean, no one expects to experience this. You know, it's sort of things you hear, it's so far away. You know, it's not near you, and then it comes. Well, what do you do? Die or get on with life? You know. So my stance is getting on. You know, that is my personality. That's my life. It's not as somebody said. Oh, it's so good you're putting on a brave face. I'm not putting on a brave face. This is my. This is how you see me. You know. So it has happened. I cannot undo it. You know. So there you go. And yeah. So friends. Then you have the ones too who, you know, I think, who will look and think, oh, she's had the operation, she's well now, she's fine, everything is fine, and then they want to do, they don't want to talk about anything, forgetting that, of course, there is the emotional thing. For instance, having the operation, going for the radiotherapy, and then suddenly finishing from the hospital and nothing else to do, and there's that bit of the fear as well. Oh God, you know, is it coming back? What's going to happen? Nobody to do looks into that. They just see, all I got was, my God, Nevo, you look fabulous. You look even better. Yes, thank you. I look better because, you know, I've, you know, done some healthy things. I've done everything. I mean, I wasn't, you know, an unhealthy eater anyway. But it's up here. That's where the challenges are. You know, all this is, you know, window dressing or dressing. Whichever way you want to look at it, you know. And so it was trying to sort of get through to people on that in that respect that was slightly challenging. I was diagnosed at 45. I got married at 44. Diagnosed at 45. So, and then on tamoxifen for 5 years. So of course, means the chances of, you know, I'm not allowed to get pregnant. My husband, thankfully, has said, I love you, I want you to be well. Would love to have children, yes, but I prefer that you are here. So I'm, you know, quite pleased about that. You know, we talked recently. I think we went to a family event, and he has a very big family. So lots of siblings and lots of nieces and great nieces, great nephews. And there were, I think, 2 new babies, you know. And when we left, I thought, oh, you know, babies. And I thought, yes, I want them to, but I want you well. Again, he reiterated that. So I have no pressure in that respect. So I'm very, very grateful for that. Because in my culture, although my husband is not African, he's of Jamaican descent, but born and brought up here. But, you know, so in my culture, there'll be lots of pressure about when is it going, when is, you know, the baby coming and all that sort of thing. And I'm really quite pleased that I don't have that pressure. Some people still don't understand and, you know, oh yes, you're well now, so when is it happening? You know, I had to explain to, you know, someone, you know, a few months ago, that is not how it works, you know. I am sure, you know, I don't know, I mean, there are lots of options out there, so we'll see when the time comes. So I'm very pleased I don't have that pressure, because that would have been bad. I was made redundant from work in December, and I, you know, retrained completely, and now I'm a fully qualified image consultant. So I'm, you know, going into my business. I'm building a new website, and once I finish that, then you know, I'll be out networking and doing. I mean, so all those things, it just sort of made me see there is no need to be fearful of anything. You know, if things are going to happen, they will happen. Of course, we'll be cautious, not to be, you know, silly and be reckless, but just go with it.